ahead and start. Take test and tone. Sorry. Ready, slate. Ready, kill tone and take slate. Kill tone, take slate. Ready, black. Take black. Ready the graphic. Play the graphic. Okay, Rob. Ready to cue the timer. Ready to cue talent, open mic, fade in on camera 1, and cue talent.
Welcome to Nerd Life, a show about everything that geeks, techies, and fanboys hold dear. For this show, we will be talking about live streaming video games on the website twitch.tv. I'm your host, Barrett Arnold, and my guest today is a professional streamer who will answer all of our questions about the emerging industry. Please welcome my guest, my good friend Wesley Hollingsworth, aka Drum Set Junkie. Thanks for being with us, Wes.
Thanks for having me.
For those of us who don't know, what exactly is live streaming?
Well, basically, the easiest way to say it is it's kind of like YouTube, where you can pre-record videos, you can put videos on there, except that it's live. It's live all the time. People can come into a chat room, they can see what you're broadcasting to them, they can interact with you, and you can interact with them. So it's just live streamed video games, basically.
Okay. So, like, is it only video games? Can you do any other things?
No, recently Twitch has been expanding further into music and event production. So you'll see like music concerts like Steve Aoki and Ultra Music Festival that just happened in Miami. Those are broadcasted live on Twitch. So they're pushing it even further. It's not just video games now, but the primary focus of Twitch is video games.
Okay. So explain to me, like, why would you want to watch someone else play a video game? Because it seems like you would want to play it yourself, right? So.
Well, I think the first reason that most people go to Twitch to watch someone play a video game is to check if a game's worth buying.
Okay.
You see someone else play it, you hear their thoughts, you on a moment-by-moment basis, you see their experiences through that game, and you kind of determine whether or not you want to buy that game. Games are a little bit expensive, especially console games. They're $60 a pop. So, you know, it's an easy way to figure out whether it's worth watching. Secondary to that, and what some channels are more primarily focused on, is the community. You have people who come into your channel on a regular basis, and you're almost like hanging out with them. You have these regulars that come in, and it almost becomes like a barbershop or bar atmosphere where you have these regulars that come in and they're hanging out with you, they're watching what you're doing, you're interacting with them, and you actually learn details about their lives, and they do the same for you. So it's a community aspect as well.
Okay. So why did you start live streaming? How did you get into it?
Well, I worked for a period of time, did contract work with IGN, working in their esports department, and we were constantly doing live streaming events and live event production, and that's kind of how I learned about Twitch, and whenever I just kind of went home from working an event, and I was like, I can do this. Like, I have the skill set to do graphics. I can figure all the hardware stuff. I can do this. So I decided I was just going to do it just to have fun and see what it would kind of turn into. And obviously, I've been doing it for almost 2 years now. I highly enjoy it. The regulars that I have coming into my chat and hanging out with me and watching my stream, they're almost like friends to me. Where I'm involved almost in their daily lives, and the same for me in my life for them. So it's definitely a very neat and emerging thing that's happening on the internet right now.
So what game do you play? Do you play like a bunch, or do you have one specific game that you really enjoy?
I definitely bounce around. I primarily play a mod for a game called Arma 3. The mod is called Battle Royale, and it's basically like the easiest way to explain it is like Hunger Games, but with guns.
Okay.
Lots of guns. In the past I've played DayZ, which is a survival zombie apocalypse game. So I played that for a while, mostly just kind of in the survival, realistic gaming genre.
Okay. So what are some of the benefits of like getting into live streaming?
Well, first off, you can kind of it's very entrepreneurial. Everything's on you to do it. If you want your stream to look good, then you're going to have to invest in some kind of hardware to make that happen. You're going to have to invest the time and or money to either have graphics made for you or make them yourself. And it's more work than people think. It's not just sitting down at your computer, turning your stream on, and just playing video games. You are interacting with people on a regular basis, and despite what it may seem, it is quite difficult to play a game, be competitive at it, watch your chat, interact with your viewers, make sure your chat's running right, your stream is running right. It can get pretty complex, but it is beneficial. You can make some money on the side, and you can meet some really cool people.
So yeah, it seems like it would be hard to try to balance like communicating with your friends, especially if they're asking you questions or anything like that. Is there any kind of like delay or anything in between that? Or?
Yeah, mostly between from the time it takes your video stream to reach the Twitch servers and get broadcasted back out to your viewers, it's about 30 seconds to a minute, depending on where they live. If they're all the way over in Australia, it could be upwards of a minute and a half, 2 minutes delay. So there is some delay time there, so you kind of have to build that into what you're doing and what you're thinking about. My personal problem is I have a hard time remembering what I said 30 seconds ago. So I'll have viewers responding to something I say, and I have to just kind of roll back the clock to remember that.
All right, and Amazon.com they just purchased Twitch. Do you have any like quick thoughts about how you think that's going to turn out?
So far, everything's been good. The ad power that Amazon has, the server capacity that Amazon has is just really extraordinary. So it's really just going to push Twitch to a better place. I'm really excited about it.
Alrighty, so we're going to let you go and get set up. You have a little demonstration for us. So if you want to go over there and do that. Let's see. And let's see. So he's going to give us a brief tutorial on how to set up our own live stream. And as he goes and gets that set up, I want to remind our viewers that you can actually go to Wesley's channel at twitch.drumsetjunkie and be sure to check it out and click the follow button to receive updates about when his channel goes live.
All right, fade out the key.
So, Wes?
Yeah, so this is kind of a basic setup for what you would need to be, what you would need to stream. It's definitely a bit pricey. You're looking at for a basic setup like this, you're definitely looking at anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
The main portion of that being, if you're going to stream from one single PC, you're going to need a really nice CPU.
Okay.
You're definitely going to need a quad-core i7. The particular CPU that's in this computer is a quad-core i7 3770K, and that's just going to allow you to encode the video for your stream and process the footage for your game as well. So you kind of have to balance the two. Basically, as taxing as a game can be, just on a PC alone, you're basically doubling that workload whenever you start encoding video. That's kind of the gist. Obviously, you're going to need a webcam, so you can, if you want to do it that way, you can show your viewers your face, and they get like a live reaction to what's going on in the game.
Do you have to show your face at all? Or?
No, you really don't. That's something that's not required. There are a lot of streamers. Probably the most popular streamer on Twitch TV, Lyric. He actually has like almost never used a webcam. Some people don't even know what it looks like. And he's probably the most popular streamer. So it's definitely not a necessity. He's obviously had a lot of success with it. I personally like it. I like seeing people's facial reactions whenever they they get that epic headshot, or they die in a massive fail. You know.
Imagine if you're playing like a scary game too, like you get to see like the crazy facial expressions people make. as they're scared,
Absolutely.
so-
2 years ago on Halloween, I did a Halloween stream, and I did a lot of there was a lot of scares and stuff like that, and the facial reactions from the webcam were really great.
Okay, well, and Wes, as always, it's a pleasure for you to be on the show. It's like, I know you have like a signature sign-off phrase. I was going to see if you wanted to just sign us off today.
Okay. Well, thanks for watching the Drum Set Junkies. Take your pants off, get comfortable. May the beard be with you.